Hello, everyone. Have you ever thought about how important it is for everybody to develop communication skills in today's world? Or how communication opens doors to many more opportunities in life than what we think? Well, today I would like to talk to you about a specific topic that is not only germane, but also incredibly beneficial for children of Hispanic families. And this is regarding teaching Spanish to children at a young age. As the country grows and becomes more diverse, the ability to speak several languages is very helpful for many people to expand their natural skills in different ways. Therefore, Hispanic parents should teach Spanish to their kids because it is considered a tool that will help them be successful in the future workplace. First of all, you must know that speaking Spanish is not something new in this country. The Spanish language has remained in the US since Spanish colonization in the 15th century. According to the book An American Language: The History of Spanish in the United States, this language is known to become a language of politics for Spanish speakers. It was used to build territorial and state governments, as well as a place to build economic development. But once the British colonizers settled in this country, the English language became more broad and popular. Thus, generations of people living in the US concur to speak this language to this day. One reason why it will be of great benefit to learn Spanish from a young age is because when applying for a job, those who speak more than two languages fluently are more likely to have higher salaries compared to a monolingual person. In fact, according to some studies done by the organization Language Testing International, it is estimated that a bilingual or polyglot person can earn 5 to 20% per hour, well, more per hour than those who only speak one language. In addition to this, when a person can communicate with Spanish speakers, the business will feel more supported and there are more opportunities to attract customers by having service in the Spanish language. This dexterity can be highly valued and thus the effort of these individuals will be laudable with a higher salary. On the other hand, I would like to ask this question. How many of you speak Spanish fluently? Raise your hand. Thank you. Well, just by speaking Spanish, you must know that Spanish is in the top 5 of the most spoken languages in the world, and at the same time, it is the most spoken language in the United States aside from English. According to Forbes, Spanish is spoken by more than 559 million people around the world. Once this information is given, another great benefit of knowing both Spanish and English fluently is because you have many job opportunities within the country, but also working abroad. For example, you can have a job as a translator, you might teach Spanish in different countries, and even work at an embassy. On top of that, you might not only get a job that requires you to work abroad, but also to improve your communication skills. You get to ameliorate with other cultures, etc. Furthermore, knowing both Spanish and English can be a very effective breaking barrier tool. This is because language is considered a tool for communication. This claim is supported by the National Institutes of Health because, in a research they published in 2016, they claim that being multilingual allows you to have communication with other individuals from different ethnic backgrounds, something that will help people break down linguistic barriers, and therefore they will feel more comfortable with other coworkers. However, while teaching young kids English and Spanish has numerous advantages for their future, there are also potential challenges associated with learning another language. For example, if they're pressured to learn one language on top of the language they currently speak, they might present a risk of not being able to fully master one language and would lead to stress for their young age. This claim is supported by an article published in 2023 by the World Humanitarian Movement that describes how children may have difficulty acquiring academic skills in one or both languages. Also, Children are more likely to mix languages or have hard times switching vocabulary, something that could lead to communication problems. However, the situation might be perceived as secondary is only temporary. This is because kids are still very young and they're just building skills and gathering knowledge that will help them shape their future. For this reason, it will be very normal for them to struggle in their first years. However, they're still learning many things at a young age, and learning English and Spanish are not the exception to struggle. On the other hand, if you avoid confusing your child with many languages, it will be very ideal to introduce this mindset from birth. In this way, children will grow up and take this lifestyle as normal, and therefore, the exposure to the languages or more will help them acquire to these languages with easy. In conclusion, teaching English and Spanish to children can bring both advantages and disadvantages. While being bilingual can help children learn one language fluently or another one at the same time, just know that the struggle will not be forever, and they would and these skills will help them guide to have twice the chances of being successful in their adulthood. My name is Valerie Gonzalez, and thank you for your attention.